Hi again, welcome again for another battle report. Sorry it's taken me so long to get this battle report up, but I've been busy painting night goblins. I'll explain a bit later on. And this time it's the last game of the league, and it's my night goblins versus high elves. So this is the table and what it's looking like. The obelisk in the background there, well posed, and the little building I've got down the bottom center here are our camps. It's just part of the objectives for the game. We did a special missions for this league games. It's in one of my earlier write-ups just to let you know what's going on. This is my opponent's left flank. If the setup looks a bit wonky, it's because our setups are based on a 4 foot by 1 foot square, which then could be on the left hand side central or to the right hand side depending on the dice roll. So this is my opponent's say left flank. He's got Eagle, Bolt Thrower behind him, 5 Illyrian Reavers, 10 Archers. Again, that obelisk is his camp, which could be one of the hidden objectives either of us roll for at the beginning of the game. And crammed in on the right there, he's got another Bolt Thrower, Phoenix Guard with a Lawmaster in. I can't remember which equipment he had, didn't really come into the game. Another Eagle, and 5 Silver Helms, not Dragon Princess. And on my right, I've got my Squig Herd, I've got my unit of Spearmen. After the last game, my Night Goblins did so well, Spearmen-wise, as bus formation. I'm going to try it again here. I've tried Horde, and they never seem to last long enough, but in bus they just slow things down. And in the front of them I've got 2 characters, both my War Boss and Battle Standard, the Banner of Discipline. And then I've got my 49 Archers. In there I've got my level 2 Wizard. And finally on my left I've got my camp, I've got my Goblin Doom Diver, my Stone Thrower, and my big boss on Giant Squig. This is my opponent's Vanguard move, just move the Illyrian Reavers up, and then I managed to get first turn. All my chaps move up, I'll show you in a minute. My big boss moves up as you see there. In my magic phase, I had Vindictive Glare and I think Night Shroud as my other one. And Vindictive glared a couple of the Illyrian Reavers off, but they passed their panic. So I then add my Goblin Doom Diver, and he passes his panic, leaving one left. On this side, I killed the Eagle that was sitting between the Silver Helms and Phoenix Guard, just to try and create some panic checks on them. They all passed easy. My opponent, by the way, didn't have a battle standard, so that's just the best way of trying to get rid of a large lump early on. But I wasn't that lucky with that. In the background, those guys are the destroyed models, not reserves or anything. So this was taken during the start of my opponent's movement phase. You see how I moved up in my phase just aggressively. I've got no reason to hold back here. I outnumber him, and I might as well use to my advantage. I'm trying to use my War Machines to knock off the Phoenix Guard and Silver Helms, get them manageable. In the meantime, I'm just going to go through his archers for my main blocks. My archer block is going to try and get rid of the Eagle Claw Bolt Thrower and hopefully chase up the Budgie. My opponent moves his fast cav, as you can see there. I don't know what he was going for here, unless his objective was to get rid of my camp. Maybe that's what it was aiming for, just for a quick dash to get the extra 500 points. But other than that, it's looking like this. It's the end of his movement. His Silver Helms have gone around the flank at the top, and everything else stays still to shoot and cast magic and all those other delights. So through shooting of magic, he managed to knock down some of my squigs. Got rid of half my handlers, which was a bit alarming. They're panicking now because I've got to get them in there before the handlers vanish. So I'll move up as you see here. My squigs are moved up behind the obstacle just to give them some extra cover. I'm a bit worried they are going to manage to shoot off the handlers before my squigs get to combat. Down the bottom, my War Boss on Giant Squig charges his Illyrian Reaver. He can't flee or anything. And unfortunately, I kind of trapped myself due to my long bus formation with my archers. But they were happy there. I think they'll ping some shots at the Eagle Bolt Thrower. My magic didn't do very much. He either dispelled it, or I might have had a go at the Bolt Thrower with the Vindictive Glare, but nothing was achieved. But over here, my Goblin Doom Diver remains with brilliant accuracy, takes out two of these guys, they fail the panic check, and run off the board. Here again, because he's all clumped together, I'm desperately trying to make him take enough panic tests here, because as I say, he's got no battle standard, so he should fail a few. It worked for the Silver Helms. So here I took out the Eagle Claw Bolt Thrower with my Rock Lobber, but unfortunately both the units there passed their panic check. Okay, this is the end of my turn. My Goblin boss, easy. I think he actually. Oh no. Oh, he has. Yes, he's lost a wound to that Foxy Elf that he charged, the Illyrian Reaver, but he did manage to dispatch him. A bit embarrassing. Other than that, that's how it's looking for me. Again, my opponent doesn't move a lot because he's mostly shooting, and his Phoenix Guard are happy to protect his wizard, so he can just keep casting fireballs at me. So over here he moves his giant budgie, and this is obvious now. I think he's trying to get from my camp. The only way I can protect him now is hopefully take it out with some war machines. Unfortunately here he managed to Death Snipe. I think it's Spirit Leech, isn't it? It's the basic one from Death. My BSB, so he's no longer this world. With a fireball and some more shooting, yeah, I'm down to just two handlers. My poor squigs are probably going to go explode before they even reach the lines. So I don't think I can charge this turn, but I've got to get them in there by next turn. And that little fireball, it managed to kill off some of my squigs. Unfortunately for him, rolled double 6 with just 2 dice, and then cascaded and vanished. So that was the end of the Lawmaster, which was perfect for me. I was quite happy with that. So at the beginning of my turn, it's looking something like this. I don't think I have any animosity troubles this turn. Once again, my Goblin Doom Diver does what it should do. It's been a while since it's been quite as accurate as this, and manages to kill off this budgie. And the end of my turn looks something like this. My wizard I've moved out on the left hand side there, just in case my war machines failed to kill the budgie. I had the Vindictive Glare to try otherwise. There's nothing wrong with my archers. I just, as I moved them, half dropped the base and they went flying, but they're still okay. They had a few shots at the Eagle Claw and managed to put a wound on it. In my opponent's turn, he doesn't move again. He's just sitting back and trying to shoot me with what he's got left, and uses his Eagle Claw and shoots off my war boss. And that is all my opponent did. This time, my turn, my archers failed animosity and luckily just squabbled with themselves. So my remaining squigs on the top there and my massive bus have a go at the archers. Yes, close up there. Nice pink squigs. Half my goblins are facing the wrong way because originally before the game started I set them up in horde formation and then decided bus is probably better. In the shooting phase and in the magic phase I tried to take out the Eagle Claw Bolt Thrower, but this time I decided to scatter and miss and not do anything. In the combat I easily beat the 5 archers, killed them all outright, and reform my troops as they are. Unfortunately my bus has to now go back to being horde. I didn't have, because you don't have the space there to spin around with that other unit there to be facing off against the Phoenix Guard. So now my squigs are just a small speed bump for the Phoenix Guard to go through. On the plus side, if they fail to overrun, I just get a charge against the Phoenix Guard themselves. And the Phoenix Guard go in. Make short work before squigs. But luckily for me, they overran a 3, I think, and failed to make it to contact with my other guys. In the following turn, I cast some magic. I think it was my mushrooms. I'd already lost a wound earlier on to eating mushrooms, and this time I ate more, and he died, which then caused my ruddy night goblins to panic. Yeah, panic's a serious issue if I haven't got my general nearby. In the movement phase, I would go to bust formation and get ready to face off against the Phoenix Guard. I decided not to charge them in horde. Didn't see a huge amount of advantage. Those guys strike anyway. and I'd rather get my general out of combat, just so I don't lose him early on. So while I'm steadfast, at least I'm steadfast at what, leadership 7? It could be 8. No, I think it's 7. Yeah. Or Lord. Yeah, leadership 7. So my opponent charges in and I hope to break this large unit. He needs the victory points now. He knows I'm winning this game. So yeah, he charges in, causes a couple of wounds. I actually cause a couple of wounds back. He wins, but I'm steadfast and leadership 8 and luckily pass. So in my turn, I throw caution to the wind, throw my warlord in just so I've got my charge and flank, because it gives me just a greater chance of doing some damage, because I think the guys only killed off 2 goblins in their last attempt. Once again, my nets do their job, so at least they're only strength 3 strikes against them instead of 4. And I kill a few more off, and he kills a few of mine off. I think he wins, but I'm steadfast. And then in my opponent's turn, we'll go for the combat. And what have we got? 5 gobos with 3 ranks, flank, standard. Oh, 2 kills. Yeah. I think I actually won this combat. It could have been by a lot. By 1, I think it was. It might be down to musician. But, yeah, I did that. And unfortunately, they failed their leadership check, and I managed to catch them. This is no Goblin Spearmen in bus. This is the way I'm going to be using these guys. And the last game they took a tooled up Elf Spearman unit, and in this game they take on some Phoenix Guard, which I'm quite content with. Even though they had to cheat and use the nets and flank attack and stuff, that doesn't count. As long as they win, I'm happy. So the game ends. My opponent has just got his Eagle Claw left. I've got most of my stuff left. My Night Goblins are fleeing at the end of the game, but they're still on the table. So it was a victory to the Night Goblins. By the way, my mission objective was to claim more table quarters. I think it was. I'm not sure now. It might be getting to the. It might have been getting his deployment zone. Either way, I think I got the objective that I was after, which pushed me in for a win. As I said beforehand, I'm desperately trying to paint my goblins at the moment because the league officially finishes in 2 weeks, and I'm joint top with the Nurgle player. So it's simply going to come down to the paint score and the bonus point score, which includes having the camp, which I've already done, plus 2 pieces of scenery. For that, I think I'm going to do a fungus forest and maybe a squig pit or something, just a bit of impassable terrain. But I'll see about that. Once I've got the last results in, I'll post it up, as well as photos of the armies that took part. So thanks for watching again, guys. If you're interested in watching other things about gobos and that, get on to Warpath and check out Socklicks Lads. Just do a search for them on there. He's got some of his army he's painting up at the moment. They look great. Have a look at his sheep squigs. Something a bit different for you. So in the meantime, thanks for watching, guys. Hopefully soon I'll have the report up for the end of the Fantasy League. Next up is Flames of War, and I also have the rules on what we're doing for that as well. Hopefully in the near future we're also going to have a go at Triumph and Treachery as well. So hopefully it'll keep you interested. In the meantime, thanks again, and farewell.